Hey, it's your friend Mel, and I'm going to say the thing you already know in your bones. Trying to control other people is exhausting. It is a full-time job you did not apply for, with terrible hours and no benefits, and you keep clocking in anyway. You're not alone. I have done it. I still catch myself doing it. And that's exactly why this hits so hard right now, because we are living in a world that pokes your anxiety every 5 minutes and then hands you a megaphone to try to manage everyone else. No wonder you're tired. You've heard me talk about let them. It went viral for a reason because the second you give yourself permission to stop wrestling with what other people choose, you feel your shoulders drop. But today I'm giving you the missing lever. 2 steps. Let them, and then this is the part that gives you your life back. Let me get back to my business. Let me make my choices. Let me return to my boundaries and my peace. Watch how fast this changes your day. Your partner is on their phone, not texting back promptly. Let them. And then let me decide I'm not going to spiral. Let me go take a walk, finish my work, and ask for what I need later, like an adult. Your teenager gives you attitude about curve. Let them roll their eyes. And then let me calmly hold the line I already set. Your coworker is slacking on the group project. Let them do the bare minimum. And then let me document, clarify my deliverables, and stop staying late to cover for them. Your friend posts a party on Instagram and you weren't invited. Let them host who they want. And then let me choose where I belong tonight. Maybe it's a hot shower, a book, or texting the people who do choose me. Let them, and then let me. This is not about letting people walk all over you. It's about releasing the chokehold of control so you can finally pick up the one thing. You can actually move your own choices. The fastest way to stop trying to manage everybody else is not to try harder. It is to switch what you're focusing on off of them, back onto you, off the imaginary steering wheel in their car, back into your lane, hands on your wheel, eyes on your road. Here's my promise for today. You are going to feel seen because I'm going to call out the tiny ways you try to manage people all day long. You are going to feel called out because control is sneaky and I'm ripping the mask off. And then you are going to feel calm because this 2-step mantra is the interrupt that hands you your life back. Let them, then let me. Let's go. All right, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Control looks polished on the surface, color-coded calendars. Just checking in texts, long speeches that sound like leadership, but underneath, it's anxiety wearing a cute outfit. Micromanaging your partner's dishwasher technique, overthinking that email for the 5th time, rehearsing a confrontation in the shower like it's Broadway, helping your kid or your coworker with a tone that's basically pushing, that is not you being too much or so caring. That is you trying to outrun uncertainty. It is your nervous system going, if I can just manage all the variables, I won't have to feel this wobble in my chest. I know because I do it. I am controlling. I'm that person. I will catch myself mid-sentence telling Chris exactly how to load the silverware so the water hits it right, and then I hear it, what the hell, Mel? Step away from the utensils. Or my grown kid texts, head it out, and my thumbs are like missiles. Did you charge your phone? Stay together. Don't forget your jacket. I can dress it up as love. I can package it as being helpful. But in that moment, I'm not in my lane. I'm in theirs, trying to soothe my own nerves with their behavior. I want you to hear this with compassion. You learned control somewhere, maybe in a home where chaos reigned, and the way you stayed safe was to anticipate everyone's needs before the explosion. Maybe you were praised at work for being the one who handles it, so now your worth is welded to overfunctioning. Maybe love in your family sounded like instructions. It makes sense. It kept you alive, but it is not working anymore. Here's the bill control sends you. It doesn't change them. It drains you, and it quietly damages intimacy at home and trust at work. Your partner doesn't feel seen. They feel managed. So they either push back or check out. Your kids learn 2 things. Mom will fix it, and I can't trust myself. Your team stops bringing ideas because you'll redo it anyway. You become the bottleneck who's always tired and a little resentful, wondering why no one helps. And then you lie awake at night replaying conversations that never happened and wake up already behind on a day you've scheduled within an inch of its life. Control promises relief and delivers tension. It tells you you're being responsible when you're actually robbing people of responsibility. It says you're being loving when you're actually smothering. It says you're being a high performer when you're actually eroding initiative and trust. And the worst part, the more you control, the more anxious you feel because you've trained your brain to scan for what could go wrong and make it yours to fix. So no, you're not broken and you're not too much. You're anxious, you're uncertain, and you need something faster than a TED Talk in your head when your body hits that oh no moment. Anxiety moves quicker than logic. It's a spark that catches the dry brush of habit. That's why you need a fast interrupt, a sentence short enough to slip in the gap and flip the switch, to stop the fight with reality and put your hands back on your own wheel. 2 words to release, 2 words to return. We're going to use them over and over until your nervous system recognizes them as the off-ramp to calm. Here's the switch. Let them and then let me. That's it. 2 moves in that order every time. Let them is radical acceptance in this exact moment. They are choosing what they are choosing. They are showing you who they are right now, not who you hope they will be next quarter or after your next brilliant lecture. When you say let them, you stop arguing with reality. You stop trying to reach into their brain and rearrange the furniture. You release the white knuckle grip you've had on a version of the story that is not happening. And then immediately, that's responsibility reallocation. Hand back what was never yours to carry and pick up what is squarely in your lane. Let me decide what I am going to do, say, tolerate, schedule, invest in, and believe. Let me choose whether I stay, go, speak up, stay quiet, change my plan, take my own car, put money aside, lock the door, mute the account, ask for what I need, or put my phone down and go live my afternoon. Let me is where your power is. It moves you from stewing to choosing. I want you to get this image in your head because it will save you. Picture yourself in a tiny boat on a river. You've been paddling like crazy upstream, sweating, grunting, trying to grab the stern of somebody else's boat and drag it where you think it should go. That's control. That's anxiety. Drop the oars. Seriously. Hands off. The second you say let them, you stop fighting the current of what is. And here's the miracle. When you drop the oars, your boat turns with the river and starts to float downstream, right back into your lane. Let me is you picking the oars back up for one job only, steering your boat. Let me also be crystal clear about what this is not, because I can hear the smarty pants objections already. This is not passivity. This is not permission for abuse. This is not be a doormat or swallow your voice. This is not ignore boundaries. Let them doesn't mean, I guess I'll take it. It means I see what's real. And let me doesn't mean I'll keep contorting. It means I will act on what's real. You can accept a pattern in someone and still set a boundary, still say no, still make a plan that protects your time, money, energy, and safety. Detach first, then decide. So here's how we're going to work this into your day. We're going to run through real life scenes, dating, marriages, friendships, family, parenting, work, and I'm going to give you the exact microscripts, what you say in your head in real time. When they're late again, let them run on their clock. Let me stop rearranging my entire night and bring my own car. When your coworker ghosts the project, let them own their deliverable. Let me clarify mine in writing and leave at the time I said. When your partner avoids a hard conversation, let them avoid for now. Let me ask for a time tomorrow and go take care of myself tonight. This 2-step stops the fight with reality and puts your energy back where it belongs, into your choices. You're going to feel the shift the moment you try it. Drop the oars, let them, then let me. Here is the exact sentence I want in your head when the urge hits. Let them and let me. Breathe, pause, and come back to my business. That's the microscript. Short, bossy, repeatable. You don't need more willpower. You need a preloaded line that bolts into place faster than your anxiety can flood your system. because you can't outthink a stress response mid-surge. It's like trying to compose a symphony during a fire alarm. You need a practice sentence that pulls the alarm, opens a side door, and walks you outside before you start yelling orders at everyone in the building. Layer it with a 1-0-second reset. Right now, try it with me. Exhale through your mouth like you're fogging a mirror. Drop your shoulders 2 inches. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Soften your hands. Feel your feet. Then ask, what is the next right action? Not the perfect action. That's the pivot. Not the whole plan. Not the perfect text. One next right move. Let them. And let me breathe, pause, and come back to my business. Then take that one step. Put the phone face down. Close the laptop on time. Grab your keys and take your own car. Walk away from the sink and leave the dishes if you're spiraling. Now, the 3 pivot questions that snap you back into agency. Question 1, what am I afraid of? Name it out loud. I'm afraid they'll be mad. I'm afraid I'll be alone. I'm afraid I'll look lazy. When you name it, you tame it. Question 2, whose business am I in? Be ruthless. If the answer is theirs or God's or the economy's, get out. Come back to yours. Question 3, what feels like peace? Not what earns approval, not what avoids awkward, not what proves I'm right. What feels like peace right now in my body? That's your compass. Put it all together in real time. They're late again. Let them and let me breathe. What am I afraid of? Looking unimportant. Whose business am I in? Theirs. What feels like peace? Taking my own car. Next right action. Go. Your boss sends a vague, tense email. Let them. And let me pause. Afraid of getting blindsided. Whose business? Mine. My clarity. Peace. Reply with 3 bullet points and a question. Send. Your partner shuts down. Let them. And let me. Soften. Afraid of disconnection. My business, my boundary and care. Peace. Ask for a time tomorrow. Take a walk tonight. I want you to drill this until it's muscle memory. Write it on a sticky note. Let them. Let me. Breathe. Pause. My business. Put the 3 questions in your phone. Practice on small stuff so your brain trusts it on big stuff. By the end of the montages we're about to run, love, family, parenting, work, you'll have a custom phrase for your top 3 control triggers. For now, keep it simple, 10 seconds, 1 sentence, 1 next right action. Let them, and let me come back to me. Let's take this straight into love and dating, because this is where your anxiety loves to play dress up as romance. You are not in a relationship with who someone could be after your TED Talk. You are in a relationship with who they are on Tuesday at 3 p.m. when you haven't reminded them, prompted them, or rescued the plan. So here's your line in this arena. Let them show me who they are and what they choose. Then let me tell the truth, set the standard, and decide what I will accept. They don't text back. Hours turn into days, and your brain starts building a case file, screenshots, excuses, elaborate theories. Stop. Let them show you their rhythm. Then tell the truth and set the standard. I enjoy consistent communication. If texting's not your thing, totally fine. We're not a match. That's a clear request plus a boundary. Then you watch behavior, not promises. If they match your standard, great. If not, let them go live at their pace while you choose peace at yours. They flirt with the server, the trainer, the entire internet. You start interrogating, tracking, hinting with sarcasm, over-explaining why it hurts. None of that creates secure love. It creates resentment and performance. Let them. Let them reveal their respect level in live time. Then let me deliver 1 sentence. Flirting with other people in front of me doesn't work for me. If it continues, I'll take some space. Period. No lecture, no deck of evidence. Then you watch. Do they correct course on their own? Or do they minimize, gaslight, or double down? Believe the Tuesday data. They avoid conflict. Every hard conversation slides to later, and you become the town crier for adult communication. You write long texts, rehearse speeches, overfunction to make it easier for them. That's control in a cute outfit. Let them show you their tolerance for discomfort. Then let me make one clear request and boundary. I want us to talk about money on Thursday at 7. If that doesn't happen, I'll make my decision about the budget without the conversation. That's not a threat. That's you exiting the hostage situation you built in your head. They don't plan dates. You carry the calendar, the reservations, the surprises, and then resent the very load you picked up. Let them not plan. Seriously, drop the oars. Then let me propose a simple standard. I'll plan next Friday. I'd like you to plan the one after. If that's not something you want to do, this won't work for me. Then stop filling the gap. Watch. If they want in, they'll step in. If they don't, you just got your answer without another year of managing them. They won't define the relationship. You keep checking in, decoding vibes, doing mental gymnastics to avoid the truth you already feel. Let them keep it vague. Then let me be clear. I'm looking for an exclusive relationship. If you're not, no hard feelings, I'll move on. One request, one boundary, then silence. Watch behavior, not speeches about timing and seeing where it goes. You're not a museum exhibit to stroll past indefinitely. Here's the gut punch. Hinting is manipulation. Interrogating is fear. Tracking is anxiety. Over-explaining is a negotiation with reality. None of it buys you love. It rents you control for 5 minutes and costs you respect. Let them be themselves, including who they're not. Then let me choose accordingly. Tell the truth to yourself first. Set the standard once. Decide what you accept. That is reality-based love. That is adult dating. And that is how you move from agitated, performative potential to peaceful, aligned partnership by believing what Tuesday shows you and choosing you when it doesn't. I love you, and I want you in relationships where you don't have to coach someone into caring. Let them show you. Let me choose me. All right, now let's take this home to the people who can slice you open with a look. Friends and family. This is where the urge to chase is strongest. When you're hurt, excluded, or disappointed. You see the photos. You hear about the plans after the fact. The group chat goes suspiciously quiet when you text. Your parents won't visit. Your sibling is rallying a side group to rehash the childhood playbook. Your in-laws drop little barbed comments about your house, your kids, your choices. Your friend cancels last minute again, and you're sitting in makeup, holding the bag and the bill. I know the cocktail of feelings because I've drunk it. Jealousy, sadness, embarrassment, grief. And under all of it, you're not just mad, you're lonely. You miss belonging. You want to matter. So here's your script. Let them have their opinions, their plans, their priorities. Then let me grieve. Let me protect my peace, and let me invest where I'm valued. That's the move. You stop bargaining with what happened. You stop begging for a different childhood. You stop performing for a seat at a table where the chairs are already assigned. Let them, then let me choose. Not invited? Let them host who they want. Let me name it. I feel left out. That's real. Breathe. Then choose. Do I address it directly, adjust expectations, or step back? All three are let me options. Address it. Hey, I saw the dinner. I would have loved to be there. If there's something I'm missing, tell me. And if it was a small thing, I get it. Just want you to know I value this friendship. Adjust expectations. Downgrade them from inner circle to casual. Step back, mute their stories for a week, and go plan something with people who light you up. Group chat goes quiet the minute you type. Let them have their clicks. Let me stop auditing the silence like it's a performance review. One clean move. I'm stepping back from this thread. Text me directly if you need me. Then take your night back. Parents won't visit. Let them live how they live. Let me feel that sting because it means I long for connection. Then I pick one. Address it. I miss you. Here are 2 weekends that work to host you. If travel's not in the cards, I'll come to you. Adjust expectations by stopping the annual pleading ritual, or step back and build holiday traditions with the people who show up. Sibling drama? Let them triangulate. Let me refuse the triangle. If there's an issue, talk to me directly. I won't discuss Jane when she's not here. Then exit the gossip loop. Your standard becomes the filter, not the sermon. In-laws with comments? Let them have their opinions. Let me hold my boundary. We're not discussing our parenting choices today. Smile, change the subject, or leave early. That's not rude. That's you choosing your peace. Friends cancel last minute? Let them be who they are. Let me stop rescheduling my self-respect. Keep the reservation. Invite someone else. Or go alone and enjoy your own company. Then adjust the tier. Flaky gets fun, low stakes invites, not the front row seat to your life. Your power is not in being chosen by them. It's in choosing how you respond and where you belong. You do not need to chase for a ticket when you can build your own table. Let them sort themselves by their actions. Let me sort my calendar, my energy, and my heart by mine. I love you, and I want you surrounded by people who meet you where you are without you having to run after them. Let me choose home, starting with the one inside my own chest. Now let's talk about the humans you would run into a burning building for your kids, because this is where control shows up in its most convincing costume: love. The anxiety love loop is sneaky. You care so much it hurts. You see danger everywhere. So you jump in, you fix, you remind, you email, you carry, you think you're preventing pain, but you're actually preventing growth. I say this with love because I've done it. Step away from the parent portal. Here's the parenting version of the mantra. Let them feel the sting of the consequence. Let them learn. Let me be the calm adult, hold the boundary, and tolerate their discomfort without fixing it. That's love that builds capability. Forgotten homework or lunch? Your phone lights up at 10:37 a.m. Mom, I forgot my math packet. Or no lunch. Your nervous system sprints for the car keys. Stop. Let them problem solve. One sentence empathy plus one sentence boundary plus silence. Ugh, that's frustrating. Empathy. I won't be bringing it. Talk to your teacher and figure out a plan. You've got this. Boundary, then silence. Not a lecture on responsibility, not a 5-paragraph email to the school. If there's a cafeteria option, they'll use it. If not, they'll be hungry once. It's in the sting that the system gets built. Teen mood swings and slam doors, let them have big feelings. Don't match the volume. Don't fix the feeling. Script, I can see you're upset. Empathy, I'm here when you want to talk. Curfew is still 10. Boundary. Then quiet. You're the thermostat, not the thermometer. Hold the temperature. Screen time battles, let them be mad at the limit. It means the limit is working. Script, I get that you want more time. Empathy. Screens park in the kitchen at 9. Wi-Fi shuts off. We'll revisit Saturday. Boundary. Then walk away. Route or off means debate over. Your job is to tolerate their discomfort, not erase it. Coach or teacher conflict. They didn't get playing time. They think the grade is unfair. Your fingers want to type a manifesto. Let them own their voice. Script, that's disappointing. Empathy, write your questions. You'll ask coach after practice. I'll drive you. You'll start. Boundary. Then be the ride, not the lawyer. College kid choices classes, roommates, money. Let them manage the fallout. Script, I hear you. That's a tough spot. Empathy, what's your plan? Boundary question, then listen. If money is the issue and you set a limit, keep it. We help with tuition. Overdrafts are on you. Calm. Repeating yourself is rescuing in a nicer outfit. Support versus rescuing is the line we're drawing. Support is empathy, clarity, and presence. Rescuing is removal of the natural lesson. When you stop rescuing, you don't stop loving. You start teaching capability. And capable kids become calm adults because someone they trusted, hey, that's you. Let them feel. Let them figure it out. And stood steady instead of sprinting in with a cape. Let them learn. Let me lead. Now roll this into your career because the office is where your anxiety puts on a blazer and calls itself being a team player. Coworker underperforms and your fingers start rewriting their deck at 11:48 p.m. Direct report does it wrong and you hover over their shoulder with 47 quick fixes. Boss slacks you at 4:59 with new direction urgent and you torch your evening to accommodate a feeling. Client ghosts after promising the contracts on legal's desk and you craft 6 follow-ups, then stew in Slack threads like a private investigator with too much time. Layoffs rumored? You open 12 tabs, catastrophize, and overmeet to feel in control. I see you because I've been you. I've literally found myself inside someone else's Google Doc thinking, what the hell, Mel? Step away from the bullet points. Here's your work mantra. Let them own their role, their choices, and the results. Then let me communicate expectations, set deadlines, document, and protect my time. That's leadership, not caring adults, not performing heroics that teach your team you'll fix it and teach your boss your time is elastic. Coworker underperforms, let them. Then let me move to outcomes and process. Script. For Friday, 3 p.m., success is ABC completed to spec X, checkpoints Tuesday 10 and Thursday 4. If we're off track Thursday, I'll reassign or reduce scope. Clarity, then consequence. No midnight rescue. Document it in writing. If they miss, your job is to respond, not to carry them reassign. Coach once. And if the pattern holds, escalate. Hard truth. Compassionate leadership is clear, not soft. Direct report does it wrong. Let them show their current level. Then let me coach to the metric, not the mood. Definition of done looks like customer story plus 2 data points plus call to action. Here's an example. You'll own draft 1. I'll review it 2. You're building a feedback loop, not a dependency. Boss changes priorities. Let them pivot, markets do. Then let me protect the plan. Got it. To make this the priority, which project should I pause? Here are the impacts if we keep all 3. Send it. That sentence trains your boss to choose not to eat your evening by default. Clients ghost? Let them. Then let me run my process. Following up, confirming, we'll hold proposal through Friday. If we don't hear back, we'll release the hold and revisit next quarter. 2 nudges, then reallocate. Close the loop, clean the calendar, layoffs and uncertainty, let them restructure. Then let me control what's mine. Clean up your LinkedIn, document wins with numbers, book 2 coffees a week, clarify must-haves versus nice-to-haves, learn the tool that keeps showing up in job posts. Anxiety wants you to spin. Outcomes want you to move. Professional control tells to quit today. Rewriting other people's emails, doing their work because it's faster, scheduling a quick sync instead of writing a crisp brief, hovering in Slack with passive-aggressive emojis, keeping your laptop open past the boundary you swore you'd honor. Replace them with outcome tools, one-pagers with what, why, who, when, definitions of done, time-boxed reviews, written recaps, and clear consequences. If someone keeps showing you they won't meet the bar, your job is to respond, coach, adjust scope, change seats, or part ways not to build a backpack. You strap on and carry up the hill while smiling through gritted teeth. Let them own their results. Let me lead with clarity and boundaries. That's how you stop micromanaging and start delivering, by controlling the process, not the people, and by guarding the only resource you can't get back, your time. Before we go any further, I want to put 3 bright lines on the field because I can hear the smarty pants in the back twisting, let them into something it is not. You do not let them when you are unsafe, when your rights are being violated, or when a boundary is required. Let them is a mental release to stop the spin. Then let me takes the protective action. Acceptance of reality does not equal approval of behavior. You accept the data so you can decide clearly, not so you can keep taking the hit. Caveat 1, danger and abuse. If someone is threatening you, stalking you, hurting you, controlling your money, isolating you, or you feel that drop in your gut that says, this is not normal conflict, but fear. This is not a moment to breathe and journal. This is a moment to get help and get out. Your script is short and non-negotiable. Let them be who they are. Let me be safe. Let them think what they want. Let me protect myself. Let them be mad. Let me be safe. That looks like leaving the room, getting to a public place, calling a friend, a hotline, or the authorities, documenting what happened, changing locks, blocking numbers, making a plan with people who know how to help. You do not argue with a raging person. You do not negotiate with someone who has shown you they will hurt you. You exit and you fortify. Your peace is precious, and your safety is the foundation of all of this. Caveat 2, rights and advocacy. Discrimination, harassment, retaliation, medical negligence, legal stakes. This is not go with the flow. You advocate and you escalate. Let them reveal what's real. My boss made a sexual comment in the meeting. The landlord won't fix the heat. The nurse brushed off my pain, so let me. Kicks in. Document, time, date, witnesses. Save the emails. File the report. Bring a colleague to the meeting. Go to HR or a union rep. Loop in compliance or an ombudsman. Request a patient advocate or a second opinion. Your microscript is clean. Let them show their policy in action. Let me put my complaint in writing. Let them dismiss. Let me bring a witness and ask for the next level. You are not difficult for insisting on dignity. You are responsible. You are not controlling. You are protecting your legal and bodily autonomy. Caveat 3, boundaries. Let them doesn't replace boundaries. It precedes them, so you set them without shaking. You accept their pattern, chronic lateness, snide remarks, kitchen sink arguments, scope creep, then you calmly draw the line and enforce it. Scripts, let them run late. Let me take my own car. I'll wait 10 minutes, then I'm heading out. Let them have opinions. Let me hold my line. We're not discussing my body, parenting, career. Let them email at 10 p.m. Let me reply at 9 a.m. and set I'm offline after 6. Boundaries without enforcement are wishes. So you pair one sentence with one consequence and you follow through. They can feel however they feel about your limit. Feelings are free. Access is earned. This is the distinction I want tattooed on your brain. You let them to end the internal fight. Then you let me to take the right protective action. You are not here to approve of bad behavior. You are here to see it clearly. Choose your safety, advocate for your rights, and hold the lines that make peace possible. Let's lock this in so it runs without you babysitting it. Peace becomes a habit when you practice the phrase before you need it. So for the next 7 days, you are going to train your brain like an athlete. Tiny reps, clear cues, simple wins. By next week, let me will fire faster than your anxiety. Day 1 and day 2 are awareness training. No changing anything, just spot it. I want you catching your control tells in the wild. Body first, jaw tight, shoulders up around your ears, breath stuck high in your chest, hands reaching for your phone because you want to just check in. Mind racing with a closing argument you're drafting in the shower. Label it out loud, control, anxiety in a cute outfit. Then do the 1-0, second reset exhale like you're fogging a mirror, drop your shoulders, unclench, feel your feet. That's it. 2 days of noticing your compulsive texting, fixing, lecturing, stewing, no judgments, just data. You're building the map of when your boat starts paddling upstream. Day 3 and day 4, script rehearsal. We're loading the mantra into muscle memory. Write 3 personalized lines for your top situations. 1 for love, 1 for family or friends, 1 for work. Keep them short and bossy. Let them text on their schedule. Let me date people who communicate. Let them have opinions. Let me hold my boundary and change the subject. Let them own their deliverable. Let me clarify mine in writing and log off at 6. Say them out loud in the morning. Whisper them in the car. Set them as your phone reminder. You are rehearsing so that when it's showtime, you don't improvise yourself into drama. Day 5 is 1 boundary, not 10. 1. Choose a small line that protects your peace, time, money, communication, emotional labor. Announce it once. Pair it with a consequence. Follow through. I'm offline after 7. I'll reply tomorrow. I'm not loaning money this month. I can talk for 20 minutes. Then I've got to go. 1 sentence, 1 action. Watch how your nervous system steadies when you stop over-explaining. Day 6 is 1 non-rescue. Allow a natural consequence to teach what you're reminding never could. Kid forgets the water bottle, they borrow, or they're thirsty once. Coworker misses a subtask, you send your portion and recap the impact. No midnight fix. Partner drops the ball on the reservation, you enjoy a backup plan or eat at the bar, no lecture. Empathy, boundary, silence. Let the sting do the teaching. Day 7, peace audit. Sit down with a pen. What changed in your body this week? Did your sleep inch better? Did resentment drop a click? Did self-respect rise every time you followed through? Write 3 moments you're proud of. Circle 1 trigger that lost its grip. That's proof. That's momentum. And here's your future pacing. The next time you feel yourself gripping phone in hand, breath high, oars digging upstream, you will literally say out loud, let them. And let me come back to my business. Then you take 1 next right action. Not perfect. Next. Practice daily before you need it until peace is the reflex and control is the old habit you left on red. Let them, let me, autopilot to calm. This is the moment. You've seen it. The control habit is just anxiety wearing a cute outfit. You named it. You interrupted it. You learned to drop the oars with let them, and then you took your power back with let me. That's the whole arc control. To anxiety, anxiety to detachment, detachment to agency, agency to peace. And peace is not passive. Peace is you living your life on purpose. Peace is you choosing your next right action instead of obsessing over theirs. So let's stamp this on your bones. Let them text when they text. Let me date people who communicate. Let them run late. Let me take my own car. Let them post the photos. Let me mute and plan my own night. Let them parent their way. Let me parent mine. Let them pick the wedding menu. Let me eat what's served and dance anyway. Let them keep the group chat politics. Let me step out and go where I'm wanted. Let them be mad about your boundary. Let me hold it. Let them miss a deadline. Let me clarify outcomes and stop rescuing. Let them restructure. Let me polish my wins and book the coffee. Let them be who they are and let me, for the love of your future, get my life back. I want a commitment out of you today, not someday. Pick 1 relationship or 1 situation and run the tool. The date who keeps drifting, 1 clean text that states your standard, then silence. The friend who cancels, keep the reservation and adjust their tier. The teen who forgot the thing, empathy, boundary, silence. The boss who drops urgent at 5, happy to help, what should pause to make room? Then log off at the time you promised yourself. 1 move, 1 consequence, 1 breath. Let them, let me. And tell me what happens. Tell me where you used it, what changed, and what surprised you. Did your shoulders drop when you didn't send the follow-up essay? Did someone show you their truth faster when you stopped hinting? Did your kid figure it out when you stopped running the backpack shuttle? Did you get your evening back because you asked your boss to choose? I want the Tuesday data. I want your tiny wins, your shaky first boundaries, your proud moments where you chose peace over performance. We're building a quiet revolution of adults who stop managing everyone and start managing themselves. You are not here to be the foreman of other people's lives. You are here to live yours clearly, calmly, and on purpose. And you can, you will. The second you stop gripping them and start choosing you, your life opens up. I love you and I believe in you. Your peace matters. Let them, let me breathe, choose, live.